The Surveillance Hunter. Restoring the Killer Instinct. Part 2. Reactive, Proactive, and Predictive Surveillance Action. Over the years, in the traditional world of casino surveillance, the prevailing binary definition of surveillance action has often been categorized as either reactive or proactive. Reactive surveillance action will always be a vital component of the surveillance department product. From medical emergencies to criminal acts, personnel concerns to investigations of loss, the reactive surveillance product provides factual clarity of an event that has taken place. However, reactivity should never be seen as the primary output of a surveillance department. When faced with a constant stream of low-value events entangled in an overgrown process, agents which lack intrinsic drive or leadership oversight may find less friction in simply waiting for the next event to occur. One of the first considerations in the creation of an effective surveillance room is to identify and dispense with low-value operational redundancies and promote workflow optimization. Moreover, surveillance leadership should emphasize intentional and consistent training, which provides the agent with the muscle memory to know when it's time to switch gears and hunt. In the absence of reactive duties, proactive surveillance action has always been the desired product. For the intrinsically motivated surveillance hunters, proactivity is what they live for, and when unable to hunt, they often become disenfranchised or, worse yet, unproductive. Additionally, when the standards of proactive action are not trained and encouraged in low-motivation surveillance agents, they are never really afforded the opportunity to see surveillance as the aggressive and effective entity it was designed to be. Another aspect to bear in mind is that undefined proactive expectations alone will not suffice. Without observational training, strategy, or versatile tactics, the surveillance agent will often meander aimlessly until they get bored or become hyper-focused on a singular area or aspect. It is imperative that the surveillance agent is trained to properly identify risk in relation to monetary flow, physical vulnerabilities, and external process inefficiencies. Surveillance leadership, through such training, direction, and recognition, should emphasize the importance of strategic observational plans based on these real-time risk assessments. Of equal importance is an environment that establishes the social currency of the room based on strategically proactive products and results. Often, the social currency, if any, in a surveillance room can be negatively perceived as based on anything but attendance, attitude, or adaptability. Yet, when strategic proactivity is placed in high regard and recognized as such, surveillance leadership may find that some of the first potential dividends just happen to be team attendance, attitude, and adaptability. Where there is a specific definition and tangible recognition of value within the individual proactive product, there is a team that can discern strategic proactive expectations. As surveillance teams have increasingly acquired access to analytical and operational data, a more comprehensive form of surveillance action has been born. This predictive form of surveillance action can provide cohesion of the reactive and proactive aspects of surveillance, while delivering probabilistic implications for precise surveillance observation and investigation. Through data-driven predictive surveillance action, teams are afforded the benefit of an ever-present and factual witness. Furthermore, as data-based software applications evolve into the realm of artificial intelligence and automated trend recognition, surveillance teams find themselves capable of identifying and extrapolating ground zero before the damage is likely catastrophic. This access to operationally generated data and analytics works to essentially blend the most valuable characteristics of both reactive and proactive actions into a singular mode of action. With the embrace of predictive observation, the surveillance hunter is afforded the ability to proactively hunt in areas of greater probability and is provided the possibility of getting ahead of what would normally be a future substantial reactive event. As with any mode of action, without proper integration and protocols, even a more predictive stance can lead to stifling the product of a surveillance team. With the immensity of incoming unpruned data, teams can find themselves suffering from analysis paralysis, thereby failing to see slight, yet actionable events or trends. Additionally, suppose a surveillance team rests solely on investigating points of available reactive data rather than applying a measure of proactive observation in areas where data points are not as prevalent. In this case, the team may find themselves reactively responding to situational events that may have been averted or mitigated through strategically proactive observation. This relationship between reactive, proactive, and predictive surveillance action involves a strategic progression from responding to incidents after they occur to actively anticipating and addressing potential threats while leveraging data analytics to predict and mitigate risks before they manifest. To renew the drive of the surveillance hunter, the precedent must be established that each mode works in concert and that the actions performed by the surveillance team are properly applied and optimized.